Welcome to devotion. Thought I dodged this one. Okay, so I'm not the greatest niece at times. Oh my God. Oh no. I had an uncle talk to me. What was he even saying? Well, let me start by saying I know he does suffer some type of illness. I don't know exactly what I think he had a brain tumor or something. So I've known my entire life to kind of take whatever he says at times because of the things that has, happened. Because of his brain tumor, to take it sometimes and not really, take it to heart. Just, however, I'm like, wait a minute. I think sometimes we give some people a pass and don't hold them accountable. Not that I have to hold them accountable, but think they're not accountable for what they're saying or doing because of a certain disease or illness. And that could be true to a degree. However, I'm not a judge. I'm not God. But deep down in my soul, I believe that he knows. So if I have to put a block or a stop to behaviors or to comments or things, the Holy Spirit will have me do it. And it doesn't really matter what anyone thinks, of me. What's most important is my obedience to the Holy Spirit, because at the end of the day, when I'm unpacking or when I'm decompressing and, talking with the Spirit, it does care. It is concerned about my well-being, not just my physical well-being, but my emotional well-being, and anything I let in that could affect it, that could alter it. Did I say affected it? I don't know what I just said. Okay, anyways, moving on. So it will have me look. I want to look at that part. Okay. So, anything standing in the way of his presence has to go. Even if they say they are a believer or if they're not. I'm adding extra syllables in, okay? Even if my retainer and I'm trying. It doesn't matter who it is. I think that's the topic of this devotion. The Holy Spirit is here to protect our peace. And it's so critical to listen. It truly is. Because in the beginning, I thought, I'm not a good person for being so, blunt and, but no. It is telling me, Sharice, you're doing a good job. That's fine. Don't let stuff come over that doesn't belong. Like the Holy Spirit doesn't care who it is. It's like, no, you don't get a pass. Nobody gets a pass. Because we try to be balanced, right? to keep down our stress levels. So when I log on, I guess, to post my poetry or whatnot, I'm not a huge scroller. I watch a couple of funny things, the caricatures or whatnot, but I, try not to look at a lot of stuff because of the energy or the sound and the stress as well that I see. And I'm like, okay, Lord, is there another way to not be so stressed out, right? For people to avoid a lot of pain and anguish as much as possible. And it's like, well, yeah, just turn it off. Not just turn it off, but in other words, don't open ourselves up to everything, to everyone. That for me is not the direction of the Holy Spirit, to be so accessible, to be so open. Like, no, we have our ministries or our gifts, and that's it. We can love on people. We have our assignments. But in my experience, the Holy Spirit has not, again, given us a way to where we're just out there, just weighed down, just... Okay, I do have a question, Holy Spirit. That brings me to something. Okay, I can't. Okay, all right. I'm gonna back up from that. I'm not gonna do that on this one. Alrighty, yeah, stay on track. So yeah, don't. I'll have to do that question later or something else. It's a bit heavy, so that's a whole nother devotion. Yeah, because what are the two questions? Are there two questions? Does it matter? Does what matter? What others think? No? Okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, and what's the second one, Spirit? Does leaving it alone make a difference in what? Oh, in social media. Okay. Does leaving things alone make a difference in social media? Okay. So, Spirit, yeah, the calm before the storm. What is that like? The calm. I remember sitting on the porch with my grandparents and out in the country. Oh my God, that's the best though. Like that calm, that coolness. I don't know what it is. Like right before, like, okay, time to get on my bike and just start pedaling, right? It feels so good out there. And then I come back to the shelter of my grands, And then it starts pouring. You can hear it, and it wasn't a tin roof, was it, on the porch? I don't know, but you could hear the sound of the rain hitting or falling on the roof there. And this is when it's storming. Oh, okay. And so once it is storming, the dog, King, he's afraid of lightning. He tried to get inside the house. Oh my gosh, that dog was so cute. It's all white, King. Beautiful dog. He was afraid of lightning. he would try to hide or get like in the corner and try to go in. Like, oh, poor dog. He must have been terrified. And I think about it. But so during the calm, yes, we're out there free, just riding along, enjoying it. And when it begins to storm, we need to be surrounded by love. So I guess that storm could be ridicule, it could be negativity, it could be anything. So we want to be surrounded by the arms, the love of the Holy Spirit.